Have you ever spent hours replaying the same situation in your head, wondering if you made the right decision or worrying about what could go wrong? Overthinking can feel like being trapped in a maze you can't escape from. And trust me, I know that feeling all too well. I used to overthink everything: conversations, decisions, even the smallest tasks. My mind would race with what ifs and should haves, and I felt completely stuck. It was like my brain was my worst enemy, constantly, second guessing every move I made. But one day something, clicked, and I found a way to break free from, the this endless cycle of overthinking. In this video, I'm going to share my personal story of how I overcame overthinking, this simple, mindset shift that changed my life, and actionable steps you can take to do the same. By the end of by the end of this video, you will feel empowered to stop overthinking and start living fully. Let me take you back to a few years ago. I was in my mid 20s and had just been offered, an exciting opportunity, a promotion at work. It was everything I'd been working toward, but instead of celebrating, I started overthinking. What if I'm not good enough for this role? Or what if I mess up and disappoint everyone? Maybe I should, stay where I am. It's safer. For days, I couldn't make a decision. I kept going back and forth, and weighing every possible outcome. The stress was overwhelming, and I felt like, my mind was at war with itself. One night, I was lying in my bed, staring at the ceiling, my thoughts racing. I remember thinking, why can't I just make a decision and stick with it? Why does, everything feel so hard? It goes so bad that I started avoiding people and tasks altogether because I didn't want to face the possibility of making the wrong choice. The turning point came during a conversation with a close friend. They said something I'll never forget. They said, overthinking doesn't prevent failure, it prevents action. At first, I brushed it off, but later that night, those words kept, replaying in my mind. They were right. By overthinking, I wasn't protecting myself, I was holding myself back. I was holding myself back. What I realized is that overthinking often comes from a fear of making the wrong choice. But here's the truth: there's no such thing as, perfect decision. Every choice you make will have risks and rewards. And the only way to know if it's right is to take action. I decided to try something different. Instead of analyzing every detail, I gave myself a time limit to make decisions. For example, I told myself, you have 24 hours to decide whether or not to take the promotion. Once, the time was up, I committed to my choice. No second guessing, no looking back. The first time I used this approach, it felt terrifying. But you know what? I took that promotion, and it turned out to be one of the best decisions of my life. Not because it was perfect, but because it taught me the power of action. I made mistakes along the way, but I also grew in ways I never would have if I stayed, stuck in my head. Maybe you are overthinking a decision right now, whether it's starting a new project, pursuing a passion, or even just, sending that text message. I want you to know this: clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing. Once I stopped overthinking, my life became so much lighter. I stopped wasting energy on endless what ifs and, started focusing on what I could control, my actions. I felt more confident, more productive, and more at peace with myself. Since breaking free from overthinking, I've made bold decisions that led to incredible opportunities. Um, I have I have strengthened my relationships by being more present and less in my head. And most importantly, I've learned to, trust myself again. Overthinking doesn't protect you, it keeps you stuck. When you start prioritizing action over perfection, you will discover just how much you're capable of. Here's what I want you to take away from this: overthinking steals your time, your energy, and your potential. The next time you find yourself stuck in a loop of what ifs, remind yourself that the only way forward is to take action. Here's a challenge for you: think of one decision you've been overthinking. Set a time limit, maybe 24 hours or even just 30 minutes, and commit to making, a choice. Then take one small action toward it. No second guessing, no turning back. I'd love to hear from you. What is one area of your life where, overthinking has been holding you back? And what action are you going to take today to break free? Share in the comments. Share it in the comments. I can't wait to see your responses. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new story or strategy. And if you know someone who struggles with overthinking, share this video with them. It might be, the breakthrough they need.